Greetings, everybody. I want to talk about getting it today. It's an old song by Too Short. He said you should be getting it. Getting while the getting is good. Getting while you can, you should be getting it. And I was thinking about the Bible says, in all your getting, get an understanding. And Paul told Timothy, consider what I say. And the Lord will give you understanding. So the thing about it is, it's the world in its present form is passing away. And so everybody is doing all they can to fit in with the things of the world, or simply just come from amongst the things of God because that's not fitting for them and what they want at this moment. We fail to do the small things in order to get bigger results. And when you do things of God, that's what you talk about, getting results for real. Because we are to be kingdom citizens. Because it's a big difference between a churchgoer and being a kingdom citizen. Because a churchgoer, you just going to church and just abiding by the church rules of the house. But kingdom is like a whole nother realm of being, because it's like you up under a whole nother different authority, and once you get that in your mind, you will start thinking differently instead of just helping us. You do all you can to help everybody, and the thing about it is to disciple others, to disciple others, to disciple others, and that's the thing we should be getting more than anything. And I get a lot of guys asking me, what can I do to help others come to Christ? The best thing you could do to help others come to Christ is get it yourself. You can't give nobody what you don't have to give yourself. It's almost like, how can you go out and win souls when your soul has yet to be won? And so that's the thing. Before you can get up and do anything for anybody, you got to be excavated of all that old mess and all that junk that was inside of you, that old way of thinking, that old way of being, that old way of hearing, that old way of speaking, and that old way of receiving things. Because I was talking to one of my buddies, and he was telling me about how he don't even watch them fight videos because he know what the end result is going to be. And I was like, wow, that's deep. It's something real simple, but it's heavy, And so it's like, what we do, everything we do and everything we hear has the potential to get in our spirit. Depends on if we nurse it or not. That's one thing that, Herodias, Herod's wife, nursed her grudge against John the Baptist. So it's like she did not only have a grudge with John the Baptist, she nursed it, cherished it. You know what I mean? She cared for it. You know what I mean? So it played over and over in her mind how she hated this man for simply telling her the truth. And that's one thing we got to get more than anything. Is somebody telling us the truth, honor that. Even if it goes against everything we've been taught and everything we thought we knew. That's why it's so important to get it. Because when you getting it, it's like, okay, I can see clearer now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the cloudy days that had me blind. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny life. It's because it's the simple fact of what you seek is what you get. You look on Facebook and stuff. Whatever is of value to people, that's what they got on their page. Whether it's their car, their motorcycle, a woman's butt or her breast, or a person's house or a person's job or their degree or whatever. You know what I mean? That's letting you know what they value. That's the only thing they have in life that they look forward to. That's the only thing they have of value that they can really show other people. Look, I made it. I got this. But really, in all actuality, the Bible says, only what you do for Christ is going to last. These worldly things rust, corrode, and somebody can come steal them don't mean nothing. But once you got something deep down in your spirit, like the things of God, can't nobody come take it away. Like Dietrich Hatton said, this happiness inside the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. And that's almost like when you go from hustling, and selling dope and doing things that's contradictory to the right thing. The feds can come take that stuff just in a matter of minutes. Seconds, you know what I mean? One, not even a knock at the door, just a boom! Get out on the ground! All that stuff, you worked hard for, what hustled hard for, and risked your life for is gone. You know, but one thing about it, if you get a job and start doing the right thing, you can ride next to the police and wave. Be like, hey, sir, slow down, you speed. But, you know, it's just, you know, simple things that we need to get while the getting is good. What up, Nook? You good? But I was thinking about how, you know, a worldly mindset will allow us to take our mind off, a church mindset will allow you to take your mind off of kingdom things, you know, because when you got a worldly mindset, you overlook your kingdom inheritance for a pension. You know, because people look at you crazy when you come outside of that natural box of all they know, for the simple fact just because they worked at their job and retired and got a pension. That might not be where God is going to take you, for the simple fact that the Bible says God has made everything beautiful in his time. So don't you know why all these folks out here busting their butt on their job, getting all this overtime to do what they think they got to do to get money? God can take you and make you rich in one day, in 1 year. You know, so that's why it's so important. If you're going to get anything, get an understanding of being able to know God's voice and hear God's voice, and then have the ability to act on it regardless of what's going on around you, what anybody else say. I remember I quit my job at the post office. People called me crazy, called me everything but a child of God. And, you know, then I turned around and moved to a whole other different city with no job lined up. You know, now look, my wife, I'm married now, you know, got a career job, you know, way much more opportunity than I had at the post office, you know, because people, they mind is limited. They don't get it. All they get is what they think they know and what they have learned and been taught to believe. And so if you're going to get anything, get into the things of God for real and allow it to be, you know, ensnared and engrafted into your spirit and into your life. You know, like the Bible said, let the peace of God rule your heart, you know. And so what they say, the joy of the Lord is my strength, and I will keep you in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on me. You know, God just didn't put this stuff in the Bible just to be putting in there, you know, because he put it in there for you to get an understanding, to understand how he wants us to roll. You know, we understand more what's our intended, God's intended living for us, you know, because he said, let's make man in our own image, you know, in our likeness, not like our likeness. You know, how we want to do stuff is how he intended us to do things. And one thing that I really want to say before I leave, when God told Cain after he killed Abel, he was basically saying, hey, man, don't hate on him. He said, if you do what is right, you will be accepted as well. So ain't no need to hate on nobody else. This is something that we need to get for real. Ain't no need to hate on nobody else because they getting a different applaud than you. And you want the applaud that they get. If you do what you're supposed to do and understand that, you will get a different applaud that they get. So that's, you know, and all you'll get an understanding, because you should be getting it. Getting while the getting is good. Seek God while he may be found. Peace.